Do you remember some of the ridiculous children's games that we used to play? Our teachers had a purpose behind it, but we just thought it was fun. Do you remember the one Heads Up, 7 Up? Everybody put their head on the desk and put their thumb up, and then someone would go touch their thumb. It was just an attempt to get us quiet when we were making so much noise in the classroom. What about Simon Says? Who is Simon and how does he have so much power? These are these crazy children's games, and I remember growing up in church having crazy children's games and crazy children's songs. And they were all meant to be able to teach us a lesson. Well, my name is Trent Jenkins. Thanks for joining us today for the Daily Dose as we continue in this series, Faith in Action. I remember one of those children's songs was This Little Light of Mine. I'm going to let it shine. Of course, referring back to if we have a light, we need to be able to let it shine for God and for His glory. If we have a light up on a hill, no one puts a bowl over it. They let it be seen for the entire community to see. That should be our faith. Or what about this one? It was, if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands, right? Do you remember this one? Maybe if you grew up in church. If not, there's this weird song. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet. If you're happy and you know it, then your life will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, stomp your feet or let your face show it or whatever it may be. But I think that there's these crazy little songs that teach us some really important lessons. And today in Galatians chapter 5, verse 13 is our verse, and it says this, "You brothers and sisters were called to be free, but do not use your freedom to indulge the flesh. Rather serve one another humbly in love." That we're supposed to serve one another humbly in love. I love the next verse in there as well. And it basically says this, that all of the commands, all of the Bible can be summed up in this one command, love your neighbor as yourself. You see, there's this reality that if Christ has changed us, if we have truly accepted Him in our life and He's transformed us and He's given us freedom, then our lives should reflect that. There should be a difference not just in maybe the way we look or in the way that we act, but in how we interact with other individuals around us. The fruit of the Spirit, one of them is love. We can evaluate each other's faith based on those fruits of the Spirit. And I just ask you the question today, how's your love going? How are you loving other individuals around you? Not just the ones that's easy, but the ones that it says that are hard. It says for us to love our enemies. What? No, we skip past that Bible, right? Because we just want to love the people that are close to us in our lives. No, because you see, love is that difference maker. Because we were enemies of the cross in our sin, and Christ loved us first. And so we are to love as Christ loved us. A little earlier in that chapter, in Galatians 5, verse 6, it says this, is that the only thing that counts is faith expressed by love. Today, I want to challenge you. Who do you need to love in a greater way? It doesn't need to be this big, grandiose gesture where you're buying something huge and expensive. A lot of times, love is best expressed in little ways and measures throughout the day. Who do you need to stop right now at the end of this daily dose and send a text of encouragement to? Who do you need to maybe give some extra time to at work or in your home? Who do you need to exhibit some more patience with? How can we love some other individuals in our lives? I know God loved me when I didn't deserve it. He loved you when you didn't deserve it. Who else can we love today that doesn't deserve it, but God would want us to? Thanks for joining us today. Have a good one.